Welcome to Love in Life, a guide to a positive mindset. My aim is to show you that the key to a happier and more positive mind is to love the life you have. We will look at tips and tools you can use to improve your mindset, and the best thing is, we'll all be on this journey together. Welcome back to Love in Life, a guide to a positive mindset. How are you doing? I feel like since I've been trying to record this for YouTube, I don't know, it just hasn't felt like it's been flowing as well for me. I don't feel like I'm speaking to you as much. So I just want to check in and see how you're doing. I want to thank you so much for coming back and listening to this podcast again, because I know there are so many people that tune in regularly every single episode. I was going to say every single week then, but I think we know that I'm not as regular as I used to be. This is actually working better for me. Doing this every fortnight. Every now and again, I might put an extra one in, but to be honest with you, doing this every fortnight, especially because I'm attempting or trialing, shall we say, the whole YouTube thing. I'm finding that because I need to edit more, I'm just finding it a lot more hard work. And obviously, as you know, I do this for free. So yeah, I think for the time being, this is working well for me, doing this every other week. So I hope that's good for you. Thank you for hanging in there. And thank you as always for coming back. I just want to do a bit of a shout out just to say thank you to those of you that have left me a review or sent me your review recently. It is so appreciated. And obviously, if you sent me a review, then you've been entered into the giveaway for a session with me. This is a little plea to those of you who are listening from the US. Over 50% of my listeners are from the US. However, on Apple, I only have one review. So this is a personal request. Please, if you are listening in the US and you listen on Apple, I don't want to use the word beg, but please, would you just leave me a review on Apple, directly on Apple, if you can. I know some people have messaged me to say that they struggle with this. So I've just Googled how to leave a review on Apple, and I've just tested this out myself. I don't listen on Apple myself, but I have got a MacBook now, so I've just tested this out myself. So what you can do is go into your Apple podcast app, search for my show, obviously Love in Life, a guide to a positive mindset, and click on the show, not on an episode. Click on the show and then scroll down to the bottom. So you'll see all the episodes listed, and scroll down to the bottom until you see ratings and reviews. And then it gives you an option to write a review. So I'm asking you from my heart, please, would you head over and leave me that review directly on the app? It just means that I'm more discoverable to other people who listen on Apple. And, that is the whole point at the end of the day. I want to reach as many people as possible. But yeah, thank you to those of you who have already done so. And regardless of where you are, if you could do that, that'd be absolutely amazing. Not only will I be absolutely eternally grateful, but you'll also be entered into my giveaway. So let's get back to the episode. This week, we are on the Heart Chakra, the fourth of the chakras. So as always, I'm going to be covering what it is, why it becomes blocked, what are the physical and emotional signs it's blocked, and what an open heart chakra looks like, and what can we do to unblock it. So the heart chakra, the fourth chakra, is located in the heart area, obviously. The color that often represents the heart chakra is green, but you'll also see that pink is often associated with it as well, but mainly green. So when you look on the chakras chart, it's usually the green one is the heart chakra. The heart chakra is the center for love. As you can imagine, it's the center for self-love. It's the center for compassion, compassion for ourselves and compassion for others, kindness, and obviously anything that comes with that. So forgiveness, happiness, and joy, they're all linked to the heart chakra. The heart chakra is also known as Anahata, and this is the Sanskrit for the heart chakra. And I'm going to tell you a bit later on what Anahata actually means, because it's going to be a bit more relevant down the line. But the heart chakra is linked to the air element, and air is all around us. And this is no different to love. Love rules everything we do. Passion rules everything we do, whether that's things that are good or things that are bad, whatever you deem good or bad. It's done with love and passion. So, as you can imagine, the emotions that are linked to the heart chakra are love, compassion, forgiveness, gratitude, and worthiness. So, how does the heart chakra become blocked? I'm sure you can imagine that the heart chakra can become blocked if you suffer any kind of heartache. So, whether that is heartbreak, whether that is grief or loss of any kind, basically any kind of emotional trauma that you go through, and we've all been through it. And if you felt abandoned by a loved one, if you've been abandoned, so if you've been abandoned by a parent as a child, or by somebody you love, or even if you feel like you've been abandoned, somebody hasn't been there for you emotionally. Maybe your parents went through a divorce and that led to you feeling abandoned in some way, whether you were or not. If you felt like you were abandoned, then this is going to have led to or contributed to a blocked heart chakra, because you're still going to be storing some of those emotions deep down. And I'd be so surprised if you haven't, but if you have encountered any kind of emotional trauma, then you will probably have felt feelings of unworthiness, whether that's unworthiness of love, of money, of security. It basically leads to feelings of unworthiness. So this is going to be one of the signs that the heart chakra is blocked. Also, anything that makes us feel generally exhausted with day-to-day life. So whether that is your job or the mundane tasks that you feel you have to do, housework, cooking, cleaning, all that stuff that we all have to do. If you feel that it exhausts you physically and mentally, then that is quite a common cause of it becoming blocked. Okay, so what are the physical signs that the heart chakra is blocked? So, as you can imagine, because of where the heart chakra is located, it is going to affect anything around that area. So, the heart, the chest, the lungs, but also anything to do with the upper back, the arms, the hands, even. So anything to do with anything that's linked to your heart. So heart palpitations, poor circulation, high or low blood pressure, things that are linked to your lungs, asthma, trouble breathing, trouble controlling your breathing, Sometimes if you feel that you're unable to take a deep breath and fill your lungs. And also, our immune system is linked to the heart chakra. So, if you are suffering from colds and flu, then this could be linked to the heart chakra. If you're feeling exhausted and fatigued, this is obviously a physical sign that you could be blocked. Emotional signs of a blocked heart chakra are going to be anything to do with love and self-worth, obviously, as we've discussed. So feelings of lack of self-worth, feelings of you can't forgive somebody, feelings of holding a grudge, feeling sorry for yourself, low self-esteem. Obviously, we discussed low energy, but this can also mean energy on an emotional level as well. If you're feeling lack of emotional energy, and if you feel angry, feelings of loneliness, feelings of insecurity, and lack of trust in a relationship or a friendship. So, obviously, a healthy heart chakra is the complete opposite of any of those things. So, trust, love, forgiveness, compassion, healthy self esteem, and empathy. Having empathy for others, which usually comes from a place of love. So, that makes sense. So, what can we do to unblock your heart chakra? So, as always, let's start off with color. So, what can we do with the color green or pink that can help us unblock the heart chakra? Obviously, we can wear the colors. So, I'm always, not today, but I'm always wearing pink. Pink is my absolutely favorite color. But any shades of green as well. These are going to help you feel the emotions that are associated with the heart chakra. Having the colors around your house. So if you can paint a part of a room or have a pink cushion or even pink or green mugs. Well, that's the point. My favorite mugs that we have our cup of tea in are green or pink. I've got one of each. Craig has green, I have pink, which actually green is Craig's favorite color and pink is my favorite color. An obvious green thing to have around the house is plants. Lots and lots of indoor plants if you can. I must admit, I've only just kind of perfected, I don't know if I'd use the word perfected, but learned to keep houseplants. I always used to kill them. But yeah, if you can have houseplants, obviously they're green, but they also obviously purify the air for us. And considering that the heart chakra is linked to the air element, foods we can eat, obviously green food. So any green raw food, lots of salads, broccoli, celery, spinach, peas, avocado, herbs. So parsley and mint, lavender, rosemary. And if you can use anything with, if you can get tea with rose hip, if you can get anything with rose petals in it. Obviously, rose petals are edible, but roses, as used as herbs, are associated with the heart chakra. Okay, essential oils we can use for unblocking the heart chakra. Obviously, I've already mentioned rose. So, rose obviously can be amazing for making you feel feelings of love and compassion. Geranium oil is good for reducing feelings of stress and anxiety and fatigue and tension. So, obviously, this is quite well linked to what we were saying earlier about the heart chakra, feelings of exhaustion from day to day life. So, if you feel fatigued, and stressed and sadness, which is obviously the opposite to happiness, which is what you should feel with an open heart, then try geranium oil. Obviously, lavender promotes feelings of calm. It reduces anxiety. And if you feel like you need a good rest, or a good night's sleep, or just to feel just generally more zen, lavender is your go-to. It's certainly my go-to. I know I've mentioned before that I use lavender every single night without fail. So another one is eucalyptus oil. And this is good for, obviously, if you've got a cold and you've got a blocked up nose. This obviously, because of low immunity, this is obviously one of the symptoms of a blocked heart chakra. So this can help heal that. But also eucalyptus is good for your heart. And apparently inhaling air infused with eucalyptus can actually lower your blood pressure. Okay, the next thing we're going to look at is yoga poses. And you'll have to look these up because I'm not going to show you. But the ones that you want to try are Sphinx pose, are basically any that open up the heart or chest area. So Sphinx pose, Cobra pose, Camel pose, Dancer, and Bridge. These ones are very good for opening up that area. Okay, affirmations we can use to help heal our heart chakra are obviously going to be ones that are linked to love and compassion, self-love, self-worth. So things like I truly and completely love and accept myself. I deserve love and happiness. I feel strong and energized every day. And I know I've said this one before, but I'm going to say it again because it's really important. I am worthy of love. In fact, when I was working with a client the other day, she actually came up with some of the new beliefs that we worked on with her, where I am worthy of deep, honest love. I love myself unconditionally. I'm strong and powerful, and I'm whole within. Like, those are perfect for the heart chakra, aren't they? Okay, as with the last few weeks, the next thing is music frequencies. So the frequency that is associated with the heart chakra is 639 hertz. So the benefit, alongside obviously helping to open your heart chakra, the reason why it helps to open your heart chakra is because listening to music with 639 hertz can help us feel more empathetic and compassionate. It can help us improve communication. It can help us increase connection and affection. And obviously, this is highly linked to attracting love, feeling love. It can make us feel more harmonious and calm in your life as a whole. And it can generally just make us feel more accepting of the emotions that are linked to the heart chakra. So love and compassion. Spending time in nature can help with our heart chakra, because if we can be in a place where we can breathe, we can take a deep breath, and usually that's associated with nature. Somewhere there where you can feel the fresh air, somewhere where the air just feels easier to breathe. Obviously, if you're in nature, then there's more trees around you, or sea air, less pollution, just makes it easier for you to breathe. And obviously, breathing, because of its connection with the lungs, is so highly connected with the heart chakra. And obviously, it's linked to the air element. Okay, crystals that are good for the heart chakra, as well as the ones that I mentioned. If you listen to my previous episode, rose quartz, the best one, green aventurine, jade, and what else did I say? Amazonite. That was the other one I said. But we've also got green calcite. Green calcite is great for making you feel more connected with your heart. And what I mean by this is, if sometimes you're torn between your head and your heart, the thing is, when you're thinking with your head, you are letting things get in the way. You are thinking of problems. You are thinking of obstacles. Obstacles are getting in your way. Whereas when you lead with the heart, you're more in touch with the emotions that you're feeling. So green calcite is great for helping us feel more connected. If we want to lead a more heartfelt, heart-led connection. Okay, other ones, obviously, you want to be looking at green and pink ones. So another one is emerald. And emerald is good for helping us calm our emotions. So if you're highly emotional, highly sensitive, then emerald will help you calm those emotions and promote more peace and harmony. It also helps us give and receive unconditional love, which, as you can imagine, is imperative to have a full and open heart chakra. So, with the heart chakra being so linked to love, as you can imagine, there are going to be lots of love related, emotion related traumas that we can heal to help the energy flow better in the heart chakra. And traumas, when you've encountered rejection, betrayal, abandonment, as we said earlier, criticism, and obviously grief, the loss of a loved one, loss of anything that you've loved. So these would be areas to focus on with healing if you feel like you've got a blocked heart chakra. Anahara, Sanskrit for the heart chakra, literally means unhurt, unstruck, and unbeaten. Obviously, anything where you felt hurt, anything where you felt struck down or beaten, and this can be physically or mentally. So these are really good areas to focus on. And as I always say, trauma stays with us for a long time, even if we don't feel like it, even if we feel like we've dealt with it, or even if we try and push our feelings aside, all we're doing is literally suppressing those emotions. They're always inside of you. And eventually they will come out in discomfort of some sort. So whether that's physical or emotional discomfort. And obviously anything linked to the heart chakra is going to come out in anything to do with the heart, the chest, the lungs, the arms. So it's really important that we do work on these traumas, that we do try and heal them and be honest with them and let them come up. Because when you let them come up, when you sit with them, when you journal on them, when you talk about them, when you're honest with them, or when you start to be honest with them, that's when they start to come up. And even in your initial journaling, talking, thinking, you're probably going to start off by rejecting some of those traumas. But it's the couple of days, couple of hours later when you're thinking about it, that's going to start bringing other things up that are related to it. That's going to start getting to the root cause, the deeper issue that you might need to heal. So as I've previously mentioned, my discounted rate for one-to-one sessions with me still applies whilst we're doing the chakra series. So please do get in touch if there's any past trauma or any emotional or physical discomforts that you would like to dig a little bit deeper and find out where they've come from. And actually, sometimes, even if you know where they've come from, even if you've tried to do healing, even if you've tried to do therapy, and even if you've tried to work on them and it brings it to the surface and it's still there, like something is still missing, which means you haven't healed it. And that's what my sessions are really good at, is healing the initial root cause of why you feel that way. So there we go. That's our second visit to the heart chakra. And I hope that I've included some more things in there. If you've already listened to the first episode where we discussed the heart chakra, I've tried to include different things so it's not too much the same. And you might have learned something new. So next week, obviously, we're going to be revisiting the throat chakra, which is the fifth chakra. And I'll do the same again. I will obviously probably go over some of the things that we talked about before, but try and include new things and research different things that I haven't included in the last throat chakra episode. So I hope to see you then. Please don't forget to send me your review and obviously pop over onto Instagram or my Facebook group and say hi. Let me know how you're getting on with this chakra series. If you're enjoying the chakra series, if you can think of somebody who would benefit from it, then please, please, please do share it on your socials or tell people about it when you're listening. If you've heard a great episode, then please do tell people. I'd really, really appreciate it. Anyway, I'll see you next time. Send in lots of love as always. Bye.